Sunday. All right, it's time to go. First orders actually, because I have two. And basically what happened, I received an order on DoorDash for two people, and it did not, I mean, I need to look at the screenshot again, because it was two people, $24, 12 items, and I was like, it cannot be that bad, like 12 items between two people, okay. And excuse me, but you have to stop at the stop sign. I feel like I say this every single day. 11-11, make a wish. I want to make $280 today. And I was like, you know what? It's still early, and I just arrived. I had arrived like maybe 5 minutes before that, and I was like, whatever. Just to begin the day, it cannot be that bad. And basically, it was 4.8 miles for the simple reason that they are on two different opposite ways in the hills, and basically you cannot go from the first one to the other without coming back on your track. So instead of doing this and this, you have to do this and this, and that's why it's 4.8 miles. But it's really not that bad. And see, we have a stop sign. We stop at the stop sign and we go. I accepted it, and then it said you have two orders to pick up, and I was like, oh, it's two pickup orders? Like, I did not even, because I never received the pickups, let alone for more than $20. All of the pickups that I ever seen on DoorDash were like $6 ever. So I was like, okay, I mean, it's even easier. The thing is, when they say 12 items, now it could be a very much bigger order, because for them, the items, it's like the totes, the big ass totes. So I was like, okay. And the first order arrives, and I know them, and they know me. And I was like, she was like, this is all for the first customer. And I was like, okay, where's the second one? She was like, well, it's a flash order, and we just got it, so we still have to shop for it. I was like, really? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't blame them, because they just received it. What the fuck are they gonna do? Like, imagine the order. They can't shop for the order before they get it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, oh, that's so weird that I got this order when you guys just started shopping it. She was like, he's shopping it right now, and it's 30 items. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, it's gonna be another like 10-15 minutes maybe. And I was like, I mean, it's fine. With Prop 22, I'm getting paid, so I don't really mind, and nothing else is happening anyway. But I was like, because she was like, so basically flash orders are orders that they have 30 minutes to shop for it. So she was like, we have to do it, but we do them as soon as we get them, but we just received it. I was like, I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know why on my side it was batched with that second order that was already ready, you know? Considering that the first and the first one is with the flash order. So the second one, the order that was already ready, she has frozen items, and I had to wait. It took me 29 minutes to pick up and go to my car. So I had to wait another 10 to 12 minutes, and she's gonna get the second one to get delivered to. I think the bags are breaking. First drop off is done. So for delivery, for pickups, it makes no sense. When you pick up an order that you don't shop, it makes more sense this way. First of all, she gave me a bottle of water, a cold bottle of water. Thank you, Lord. And basically, they want you to first, you have to call. So as long as you click on the button, because she came out. So it makes no sense to me to call her, but I have to click on the button, otherwise I can't complete the freaking order. So as long as you click on the call button, you don't have to call, it will work. Then you have to take a picture, and then you have to put in the notes where you left the order. So, I mean, it's kind of like Uber, you know? But there is a fucking mosquito in this car. I've been trying to get rid of it. I keep opening the fucking window and it doesn't come out. Oh. So wait. Go away. Oh, Lord. And she was like, if I forgot something, because it's a flash order, right? She was like, what if I forgot something? What's the easiest way to call them or to contact them? I was like, well, they have a specific phone number, so if you can get this phone number. I was like, when you go to the store and you pick up for yourself, they say call this number to say that you're here. That is the cell phone that they use. So because she was like, the chat doesn't work. I was like, I'm not even sure they're checking the chat. And he was probably rushing through this order, not gonna lie, because I was there waiting. So he probably heard the name. He did not even put any stickers on the bags. So usually when you pick up orders, they have to put stickers on the bags, so you know it's this order. He did not even put any stickers on those bags. So I know he was rushing because he probably heard the name and he was like, oh shit, someone's waiting for it, so I have to shop for it as fast as I can, you know? So I don't think he was checking the chat. But, you know, I was like, if you can call them on the phone, I don't know if they can add an item for you. I just don't know. I'm going to ask them when I go back. But I know this is the way for you to contact them, you know, but, you know, what can you do? I just don't know how their system works. I haven't done that many pickups. Like, usually with Uber, I just don't have any issues. I mean, I haven't had any issues yet. Second drop off is 5 minutes away. And the note says must bring inside the house, so hopefully I don't get killed today. I don't really like going inside houses. Even when it's I don't mind, but if I can do without it, it's better for me. If I see that it's, you know, for an old person, I'm happy to help, but at the same time, I've seen enough true crime documentaries. And, you know, if I can avoid putting myself in danger, that's great. I'm just gonna ring the doorbell. Okey-dokes. Drop-off's done. So it was an older couple, and she was like, I have a bad back. I was like, that's okay, completely okay. But she did have a bunch of stuff. So she was really nice. Both of them tipped pretty well. First one tipped $7, second one tipped $12. Total was $26 and not $24. Why are they hiding $2 from the tip? Your guess is as good as mine. Welcome back to DoorDash. You know, it's like I stopped trying to understand why they do things the way they do them. I just go along with it because they're not gonna change. So, you know. Anyway, 11:34. It took me a while, just because it took me 30 minutes to pick up those two orders. You know. If it was ready, it would have taken me 30 minutes overall, but it probably took me like an hour. Because, like I said, 30 minutes just to pick up and go to my car for just for the entire pickup. Even the guy who called the orders, I'm like, hey, watch out because I'm coming out. And usually when you have pickup orders, since you don't go through the checkout, the carts get stuck at the door. So then they have to come and unstick and like release the cart, right? So I was like, hey, watch out because I'm coming out and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stuck. And I did. And he looks at me and he was like, you're still here? He was like, I thought you were gone like 20 minutes ago. I was like, no, I was not. I'm still here. So that's how long it was. So, you missed a delivery opportunity. Well, I have no signal, sir, so I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, $26, it's not too bad. I just wish we could see our earnings without having to end our dash. Like, you know, hey, come on, DoorDash, do better. Like, we should be able to see our earnings without having to end the dash, period. But anyway, maybe one day DoorDash. The thing is, all of those apps have good sides for them. So if we could take all of the good sides from each app and make it into one app and call it the ultimate shopping experience. And for short, USE. If anyone has a better name, let me know. Or maybe we can do like the Great British Bake Off kind of name. The Great American. It doesn't work. I was gonna say Shape Off. It doesn't work. It doesn't mean anything. I'm trying to search for a name that doesn't sound too bad, and you would, at some point your name, why are you going? Everybody is just going. Like, they all have stop signs, but they just go. It's like, okay. Yeah, the ultimate shopping, the Great American Shopping Experience. GASE. Gas. Gaze. It doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna do that. If anybody is a coder somewhere and you want to earn your experience, you are just fresh out of school and I can't pay you shit, so if the app works, this will be your payment. We can do 50-50 on that company. Let me know. Like, for example, I would take Instacart showing tips. No more hiding tips. From DoorDash, I haven't done DoorDash in so long. The thing is, Instacart is almost a perfect app. I would take a lot of sides from Instacart. First of all, I would not hide the tips. I would show the address from, and now DoorDash is bombarding me with pickups, but the thing is, it's double stores, Petco and my store, and I just don't want to go. I don't want to pick up at Petco because they're gonna have you pick up like 100-pound worth of cat litter, and I'm not doing that. DoorDash and Instacart show you the address. DoorDash shows you the address even before you accept. If you click on the little house icon, it will give you the address. So I would show the address before even having to accept. None of those apps show you if it's a building or a house. I would show that if it's a building, an apartment complex, or a house or a business. I would also like to have, is there an elevator on site? Because sometimes it's a building, but there is an elevator. Like, do you have to climb any steps to get to the front door? Yes, no. Like, the offer screen should tell you if it's a house or a complex or a business. If there are any stairs at all, ever, like to get to the front door or to the apartment door, and show you maybe not the address, but at least the cross street, like Uber does. And I would show the base pay and the tip amount, like Instacart is doing. And I would definitely not have everyone, quote unquote everyone, because it's not everyone, but I would not have several people get the same order at the same time, so the fastest is the one that gets it. I think it should be decided by an algorithm, because Uber has been doing this lately. Basically, they say, oh yeah, it's exclusive for you, and it's just not. Like, my friend received some orders on Trip Radar, and I received the same order as an exclusive at the exact same time. So I don't know how Uber is not getting sued right now, but they will soon enough, because I just don't understand how they can do that. is there any... Okay, I'm just gonna park here. So that's what I would do. Let me turn the car off. And basically, I would... The fact that we can add items on Instacart is really nice because a lot of people forget stuff. DoorDash, you can't do that. Uber, they can, you cannot. And I will definitely show the number of items and number of units like Instacart does. I would allow doubles and triples, but with a minimum tip or a minimum base pay. I would make it mandatory to tip at least $5 if you order more than $20 worth of groceries. Like, oh, the Instacart is really close to be not the perfect app, but is really close to be the most complete app. But granted, it's made for shoppers. DoorDash and Uber are just, they're trying to be there, but they're just not there. And I also would have people choose their preferred shoppers, and also I would have people like the shoppers specialized in one store. Like if you hang out at the same store, just like me, which most Instacart people do, like very few will go to every single store. Most of us will have one store that we prefer shopping at. I can shop at Target, I can shop at Ralph, I can shop at Vons, but my preferred store is here. So then I would have them be specialized in that store. So when we have really big and expensive orders where people are spending a lot of money, I would actually send it to those shoppers first because they know the store better. I know the store better. I'm just sorry. And if I go to another store that someone is specialized in and it's a really big order, $19 on Instacart, DoorDash. That's for Rachel. I already know. Arrived. Who is the customer? Oh. Whatever. It's not Rachel. So basically, the algorithm would favor the people who shop all the time at the same store. The small orders, no. But the big orders, I want people to be specialized in that store. Anyway. Let's talk about the great American shopping experience together. If you like to code, let me know. Kiddos, this is my 19. Everything was in stock except this, but this is approved replacement. By the way, do you understand that stores hate DoorDash drivers because y'all are so fucking rude? I literally just witnessed. I was at checkout, self-checkout, and the two people that are in charge were next to me. Like the self checkout that I use was next to their station, and the lady was like, I've been getting DoorDash drivers like all morning. And I was like, oh yeah, there are a lot of orders right now. And she was like, yeah, most of them are rude. And I know they're rude, but sometimes she's a little bit rude too. So I was like, maybe it's you. And then I was checking out and we were talking, and there is this older guy that comes in he was looking at his phone. He was not even looking at them. So she looks at him and he was like this with the phone in her face, and she was like, hi. And he never even looked up to her. He just literally pushed his phone in her face, and she had to look and be like, oh yeah, they will be out in like 2 minutes to bring out the order. And I told the cashier, I was like, is it really that hard to say hi, pick up, even if you don't speak English? Like seriously, even if you don't speak a good English, which to be fair, at some point maybe you could learn a little bit of English. Hi, pick up, please. It's really not hard. And I was like, is this really hard? And the guy, the cashier was like, nope, they never even look at us. they put their phone in our faces. When we say have a good day, they look at us like we just asked them to kill their dog. You know, it's like, it's not me saying this, it's them telling me. Yeah, okay, it's not Rachel, but it's Rachel's house. So it's probably her husband. I've delivered to him as well. So I was right. It is for Rachel. It's just not her name. Drop-off's done. She tipped $12. Thank you. I've seen any tip with her. I've seen as low as $3. Sometimes she tipped $7. Sometimes she tips $12. But she's consistent on her ordering. I hadn't had her order in a long time. Anyway, I am kind of like hurrying up because right before coming here, as I was walking inside my car, getting in my car, I accepted a $22 order on Instacart. She's 3 minutes away from the store, so it's not a problem. And fuck that. I'm done stressing out for 10 minutes when you have shoppers who literally make you wait 30 minutes before they go to the store and nothing happens to them. So it's $22. It's a little bit of items, but basically you're gonna see on the order card, she wants 10 of like the little ice bottles. I don't know if they're gonna have 10, if I'm being honest. I took it because I was like, it's just nice to have an order to do when I come back, because it was a little bit slow. So it's Sunday and it's 12:04, and like ideally I would love to make $300 today. So yeah, I'm just taking whatever is doable. I'm taking. All right, this is, how much was it? 22? I don't know. Might go down. I had to refund one of the popsicles. Everything else was in stock. Drop off is 12 minutes away, or 30 if the car in front of us decides to just not drive the entire time. So peaceful. Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you.
All right, drop off is complete. She tipped $7, and I genuinely think that she could have tipped at least $10, considering that she had a few items. She was a little bit far, and she lives in like a multi-million-dollar house. But anyway. That's funny because the only thing that I refunded, the watermelon ice cream, right? I tried to replace it with another brand, watermelon flavor. She asked for a refund, so I refunded it. And I arrive, she opens the door, and I was like, well, you're all set. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. And I hear one of the kids say, where is the watermelon? And I was like, okay. Well, the only thing you asked me to refund literally is the thing that he wants. I mean, you would think that she would have told him, but anyway, whatever. Whatever. 12:42. I am going back to the store. I'm gonna stop to get some gas. If you guys wanna use my Upside code, you'll get a few cents of cash back. I get a few cents of cash back. Everyone's happy. Please and thank you. All right, on my way to deliver a $22 order on Uber. It's going a little bit far in the hills, but it's this or nothing. The Russian guys today look like they're not busy. Instacart is not busy. At least not at my store. And I'm not receiving that many orders. So when they are not busy, that means that nothing else is busy. So I'm kind of happy that the other apps are sending me orders because, you know, we need to make some money. Anyway, this drop off is 13 minutes away. We're gonna go And so basically, I never used my AC before. I mean, I didn't like to use my AC before because I can notice a significant difference when I try to accelerate with this car. Like, I can tell the car is lagging behind when I have the AC on. And I was like, why does this car have so many issues, you know? So I kind of searched on the internet, and basically I learned that it's a very known problem. Apparently there is a fix. There is a computer fix. I just don't know how to do that. I guess I would have to go to like a mini dealership, but I don't like the mini dealership.
In 100 meters, turn left onto Greenleaf Street.
In Studio City. I don't like
Take
them.
the next left onto Greenleaf Street.
I used to go there, and then my advisor left without even telling me. And I realized that when I went to book an appointment with him, and his name was not in the list no more. And I was like, oh, well, okay. And also, they're really expensive. And last time I went there, I wanted to have I don't even remember what it was for. I think it was for the oil leak that I had, the gigantic oil leak that I had 2 years ago. And they told me that since the dealership in Santa Monica closed, they had all of their cars and they would have to take them in priority. And I was like, I don't see how that's fair. Like, I've been a customer for 3 years. How? And they were like, yeah, it's gonna be 3 days just for the car to be looked at. So I stopped going there. Then I went to my mechanic specialist in Mini. It's not that I don't want to go there. It's just that they charge $165 an hour. And I don't have that kind of money. So I don't really know. I guess there is another Mini specialist, Mini dealership. I think a little bit further away. But I mean, I would have to go, and I would lose like a day because it's really far. So I don't know. I need to look into it, but this is a known problem, so that makes me feel better. It's just not my car, and hopefully there is a fix. I have so many options in my life right now that I don't know what to do. Like, I could literally just sell this car and buy another one, or I could keep this car and change jobs, and I could keep this car and keep this job and continue doing whatever I've been doing. Like, I could do it, but I don't know which one is the best thing to do. So I guess that's what being an adult is. Like, I don't want to be selling this car and after that my license doesn't get renewed, or because the DMV is playing with me. Like, they love to fuck with me. And you know, I'm waiting for my license to be renewed, and I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to be renewed before this one expires. So that would mean no more deliveries for me. I could sell this car, but then I'm not approved for another car because this job is not a W-2 job. Because I bought this car on the last day, one day before my contract ended at my last job. I quit. And I quit on January 1st, 2021, and I bought this car December 31st, 2020, or 30th, I don't know. So it was the last day of contract, so technically I showed them the W-2 and it was okay. And this dude literally almost rear-ended me for absolutely no reason at all. Like, aren't you aware that there is a light here and sometimes the light is red? I don't understand. But then if I go to buy another car and they're like, well, it's a 1099 job and we don't accept 1099 jobs, then I don't have a car no more. You know, it's like, it's so many risks associated with every single decision that the safest thing to do would be to keep the car. The cops. Keep the car, keep the job and hope for the best. Literally, like hope for my license to be renewed in time. There is no reason for it not to be renewed. It's just the timeline that I'm worried about, because the DMV loves to take a long time. One time I waited 8 months before they sent me my freaking license. The thing is, you cannot renew more than 6 months in advance. So yeah, I'm just worried that everything's gonna go wrong and I'm just gonna end up without a license, without a car. May God guide me in my choices. I just don't know. Okie dokes. Drop-off's done. I've delivered to her. There are some people that you never remember their names every time, and every time I arrive here, I'm like, of course that's who it is. Oh, let me close the order. The first Uber for the day. Not too bad. There's no traffic. I mean, I'm hoping people stay home a lot and order. $12 is the base pay. She tipped $10 flat. It's not too bad. It could be worse. She did not have that many items, so, and everything was in stock except, it might go down, but I had to refund the water. The thing is that the water she wanted, Essentia water, they had absolutely none of that, and she was not answering the replacement that I chose. And I know that people are pretty specific with their water, so I don't like to replace the milk, and I don't like to replace the water unless the person says it's okay. Anyway, I don't know what I did, but now my car has no problem accelerating. It's weird. Okay, oh well. Hopefully it stays this way, but I'm gonna have to look into that. I love this car. Like, I don't necessarily want to sell it, but the thing is, if I could buy like a hybrid that I can, pay way less in gas. It's not that I pay a lot. I pay between $50 and $60 every 6 days, 5 or 6 days, depending on how much I drive during the week. Well, this week it was 8 days actually, because I didn't work for 5 fucking days, But it's just that, yeah, it's a lot, and I just passed 100k miles, and since I want to move soon, hopefully by December I'll be able to move. I might be able to move closer to the store, so I'll be able to, they have like chargers in the streets, like, well, you have to pay, but you can use, and you can use them, and it's like fast chargers. So I mean, between paying like $5 to charge the car and use it for like 2 days, except where instead of paying $55, I wouldn't say no, really. So we'll see, because right now my life is in between everything. Like, I'm still there, but I want to move. My license is waiting to be renewed, but I'm waiting. I want to change jobs, but I'm waiting. It's like everything will come together at the end, but right now I'm in limbo. How many $22 orders can we get in one day? This is a 22 on Instacart, and I did refund one thing and replace some other, so we'll see. Okay. All right. Drop-off is done. I have delivered to them before, not a problem. It's so hot. This heat is just literally like liquefying my brain. Literally. Oh, Lord. Thank God next week is going down. I'm ready for fall at this point. Like, I like when it's sunny. I like when it's nice outside. I like when you don't have to worry about the rain, about the wind, about blah blah blah. But can we have like an in between? Can we have something in between 55 and 110? Like, you know, 80 would be nice. 75 is just perfect. Of course, there is no signal here. I don't know. Network error. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I will never know how much this order is. I don't understand what happened. But it says tip change based on percentage of order total went from $14 to $26. I don't understand how a tip can increase $12. I refunded one of the cereal and I replaced the coffee creamer. I am confused. Like, did my finger hit like a number that I shouldn't have? I am very confused. I mean, I am insanely confused right now. She added 3 items. I completely forgot about it, but she did. So that's why, because you can actually see the item details somewhere here. So I refunded 1 item. I replaced 2. And she did add 2 things, or 3. I don't remember. So that's what it is. Alright, so this is a 41 on Instacart. And apparently there was an $80 order that I didn't see, probably because I had this one already. And I'm 100% sure the Russian got it. Several things happened before I took that order. I was outside and my friend was on his break, so I went with him. And I received a $34 order on DoorDash for 2 people. And it was going somewhere I don't like going. I don't like delivering to that street. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to deliver over there. I don't want to deliver. I don't know. I had like a weird feeling overall, and I was like, and so when you have a double on DoorDash, the countdown is, I think it's like 80 seconds. I don't know. It's higher than when you only have one. And I was looking on Google Maps. I was checking, like, you know, the building and all of that. And then I received a 41 on Instacart, the one that I accepted. And so yes, it's going 9 miles, but I'm able to take the freeway because we're Sunday and there is no traffic. And it was only for 1 person. It was kind of like the same amount of items. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather drive 9 miles and make $41 rather than deliver to 2 people on DoorDash. I don't know. It might not even stay 41 because I had to refund 2 things. But I think I made the right decision. I don't know. Right, drop off is done. $88. He takes $23, and it took me 15 minutes to come here. So I think I made the right decision taking this order, because this was a house in a really quiet street area, and this took me 59 minutes. So whatever, I'm confident in my choice that it was a good idea to take this order rather than the other one. Let's see. I am at 165 across all 3. It's 4:40. It's not too bad. 5 hours. I did come a little bit later today. I don't know. I feel like in the morning, literally nothing happens. Like it's just such a hit or a miss. Like either you're gonna get like $83 million orders, either you're gonna get $15, and I'm not willing to just take my chances and hope for something. But I mean, it's not even 5 hours, you know. 165, so that means that I'm $35 away from 200, which is very doable because I'm gonna stay. Yesterday I left at 8, so I think today I will be doing the same, or maybe 7:30. Hopefully it stays busy. DoorDash is busy. It's busy with really, really bad orders. But it's busy, that's for sure. They keep sending me like 15 miles orders. That's what DoorDash is doing. Like, it doesn't really matter if it's busy, because I'd rather it not be busy and for them to send me like good orders, rather than the app being really busy but only shit orders, you know. I just came back to the store, and maybe 5 minutes ago, when I was like 2 miles away from the store, or 3 miles, I accepted a $30 order on DoorDash. It says 6 miles, but I was like 2 or 3 miles away from the store. So I decided to take it. 14 items. There is alcohol, but it's going to a house, so I just don't think it's gonna be any problems. If this guy would like to go so I can really park. Oh my god, how long does it take? How long does it take to get out of a fucking parking spot? Seriously, wow, this is embarrassing. So this is not the $30 order on DoorDash. Let me explain to you what happened. So basically, I began the order, and I saw that there were another 2 guys with the exact same items as my list in their cart. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I was like, is this a problem order? And basically, she sends me a message and she was like, have you not finished with my order? And I'm like, I literally just arrived at the store. And she's like, you're the 4th dasher that I have in 2 hours. So I was like, oh, the card is probably getting declined. And DoorDash, instead of canceling the order, they're just sending it to someone else. And she was like, I'm gonna cancel this order. And I was like, oh my god, like this is $30 that I'm not gonna get, you know. I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, like, because I was $35 away from 200, and I was like, ah, boy, damn, like, shit, you know. I should have known. And as I was like, okay, the card is probably getting declined. And the thing is, I used to pay out of pocket, but I have no money to spare for those orders. And last time that I paid out of pocket, the guy from support told me that they were unable to process the payment before Monday. So I had to wait another full week before getting paid, like before getting my money back, because they pay you the pay period ends on Sunday. So if it's processed on Monday, then you'll have to wait the next Sunday for it to be processed and hit your account, like Monday or Tuesday. And honestly, I don't have the money. And she was like, oh, I was like, well, I'm gonna see what I can do. And while I was in the store, I see one of the courtesy clerks doing go backs of this exact same order. And I was like, oh my god, have you had to like do go backs for this order? He was like, this is the 3rd time. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, I'm not gonna give them even more work, because I knew it was gonna get declined, and I knew I wasn't gonna pay out of pocket. So I stopped right there. I was like, what, in the middle of the order? And then I got a 55 on Instacart, the one I'm doing right now. And I was like, yeah, I'm canceling this DoorDash. So I went on chat with support. They made it really hard to contact support now on DoorDash. DoorDash is just going downhill and downhill more and more and more. Like, it's been a while since I've done DoorDash, and honestly, it was really not pleasant. It was just not a pleasant experience at all. To like having to deal with this kind of shit, you know? I was like, why is this so hard to contact, to find the support button? Oh my god, and they keep pausing my dash because I keep declining orders. And they're like, we've paused your dash for 10 minutes because it looks like you're not accepting orders. You're damn right I'm not accepting orders. $14 for 8 miles. What the fuck is that? So I finally found a way, because they wanted to unassign without pay, without being penalized. And they were like, oh, your completion rate will not be impacted. I'm like, but if I do that, the order is gonna go to someone else and the whole circus is gonna go again. And I was like, and all night they're gonna have to do go backs for this fucking order until someone agrees to pay out of pocket. And I was like, I'm not doing this. So when this happens, just so you know, you type agent in the box, and it will it will put you with it will open the chat with an actual human being, and you tell so basically I told them the customer said she wanted to cancel. This is the fourth person. I am the fourth person to do this order. The employees in the store told me that they had to bring this order. Okay, why? Who is not driving here? I was like, the employees are telling me to stop shopping for it because it's the fourth time that someone tries to shop for this order and it doesn't go through. And I was like, the employees are not letting me continue shopping for this order because they know it's gonna get canceled and they're gonna have to bring everything back. So he was like, okay, I'll cancel the order and you will be paid half pay, please and thank you. I got paid $15 for this shit. But yeah, just so you know, that's how you do. Don't push the buttons and be like unassigned without pay, because first of all, you are entitled to the pay, and second of all, please just cancel the order so it doesn't go again. It doesn't go through to someone else again. Louise, okay. So that's what I did, and then I shopped for. I did put everything back myself. I had like maybe 6 or 7 items in my cart, and I felt bad for the courtesy clerk who had been like going around with the same order for like I don't know how many times to bring everything back into place. So I put everything back and I shopped for this Instacart order, and now I'm on my way to deliver. Well, usually she answers the phone, but today she wasn't, and there were a little bit of things out of stock. So I mean, I've shopped for her so many times. I know that she's not gonna be mad about stuff. The replacements are literally the same things that I've been replacing every single order, and every single time she says okay to the replacement. So even if she doesn't answer, I know she's okay with it, because the gazillion other times that I shopped for her, she was okay with it, you know? Anyway, all of this to say that. And now I'm gonna go deliver. Okay, drop off is complete. I'm just waiting to complete the order because the gate did have some issue, okay, to open. But they are really nice. I like delivering to them. Apart from the fact that they're really great tippers, they're just so nice all the time. They say please, hello, they help you get the bags, even though, you know, they could literally tell me, hey, leave it at the door. They come out, they help you. Can't complain. Alright. Oh my god! Lord! I forgot. Every year they do that. Oh my god, look at this one. Wait. Look at that. Crazy. And I didn't show you everything. Let's see. Last time she increased my tip, but it was him today, so I don't think he's the one placing the order. Anyway, let's see. $151 on Instacart today. $55. It stayed $55. She tipped $42. You guys, $42. Wow. Grateful indeed. God knows I needed that. 1 hour on the dot. $55 in 1 hour. Please and thank you. $151 on Instacart, $45 on DoorDash plus 15, $60 on DoorDash, and I think $22 on Uber, which is, I don't know how much. Yeah, $22 on Uber. I had Uber off for the most of the day. Every time I have big orders on Instacart, I turn Uber off because, first of all, I don't want my acceptance rate to go down. 235. And I don't want to, get stressed out when I have big orders. I would like to make 280. $45 remaining. It's 6:05. 2 more hours to go. 45. I mean, it's doable, It's literally 2 $23 orders. The sun is not down yet, so once the sun goes down, some people, that's when they order. So, oh well, we'll see. Alright, it's 8:24. Oh my god. You know what? A little voice in my head told me to stay until 7:30. Because I could hear in my head, like, you're gonna get a big order. You're gonna get a big order. And I did. Wow. But that's a giant order. It should be paying me at least $200 this order. And I have 2 people. The second one has only 1 bag. It's right here. And my whole car is filled with groceries. Thank God it's a house. He has 4 gallons of water. 3 times 3 gallons of water, and he had like 63 items or something like that. He was really nice, answering to all of the replacements. He asked for, he agreed to everything, but it is insanely heavy. I had to get 2 carts. When I was shopping, I used only 1 cart, but to go downstairs, I used 2. I was like, bro, I just can't. It's too heavy. It's too many bags. But the cashier and the courtesy clerks actually did a really great job. The checkout was a breeze. Like, really. I didn't feel it like you would think that, oh my god, what a pain in the ass, No, it was really, really easy. So, and well, in his notes he said, driveway is fairly narrow and hard to see in the dark. Okay, then why do you order at night then? Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, there has to be some kind of crash. There are like 2 fire trucks and at least 3 cop cars. So I don't know what the hell happened, but something happened, that's for sure. Well, anyway. And second order, I don't know. I don't know where it's going. I'm pretty sure the second order didn't tip that well, because why would this order be paired with this giant order? First of all, the first order should never have been batched with another order. Like, seriously, it's gigantic. It's huge, So, oh well. The total tip is $51. I paid for his order $427 at checkout. So on Instacart, he has to have paid more than $500 with all of the upcharges. What is 20% of 500? Can you tell I'm really bad at math? What is 20% of 500? 100. Yeah, so this order should have paid me more than 100 for sure. But I have a tiny hope that he increases my tip, because of course I'm stuck behind like the slowest driver ever. They keep brake checking me. If you don't know where you're going, can you just go on the side? I have a tiny hope that he actually increases my tip. At the end of the shopping, he said, really awesome work, thank you so much. So we'll see. And you know what? When I send my, my intro text, I always say hi and then the name of the customer. His name is Bo, B-O. And my autocorrect corrected to Boo. And I didn't catch it before it happened. So I saw it when I clicked on send. Signals are not your thing, huh? It's not for everybody. And I said, in my head, I was like, do I ignore it? Do I act like I didn't see it? I don't know. And I said, oops, sorry, Bo, autocorrect. And he was like, don't worry, I've been called worse. I was like, yeah, but that was cringe on my part. Anyway, we're almost here. All right, last item. Voila. Okay, well, it wasn't that bad. It's just that, yes, the driveway is hard to see. But when I saw those notes, I double checked on Google Maps. I was like, wait, what does it look like? And I saw that it was behind like a giant bush. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, so I know that's why I actually check on Google Maps, because I want to know what to look for more than anything. It's like, wait, what does it look like? So when I arrive there, I can spot it easier and I don't spend like 10 minutes looking around like a dumbass, So I saw that and I was like, okay, and I was looking at the map on Instacart, because it's pretty good. When you arrive at the destination, it will literally pin you in front of the place, and then I just had to turn. So that's good to go. I'm pretty happy with this order. They made me work, but honestly, I probably worked less on that order than on some orders that had less items. Because yes, it was a lot of items, but he was responding almost right away. And that made my life so much easier, because there was no back and forth. I was in front of the item. I was like, hey, they don't have this one. Would you like this? He was like, yeah, okay. And all of the items that I didn't check with him all of the replacements. I was like, hey, I'm just going to replace with what I think is the best match. And if you don't like it, let me know. If you're okay with it, then fine, just approve it in the app. And we did like that, and it was really like just a breeze, to be honest. Can't complain. Anyway, I'm gonna go back home after 9, but you know what? I'm gonna be above $300. And honestly, that was my goal for today. I'm so happy. When I saw that $75 order pop on my screen, I did not even check. I didn't even look at anything on the screen. I saw 75, I clicked on it. Like, I didn't even know how many items. I didn't know how many. I didn't know anything. I just knew it was $75. And I was like, yes, because I had been waiting for like an hour without anything. And I told my friend it was like 20. And I told him if at 7:30 I don't have anything, I'm going home. And then this popped up, and that was great. Please and thank you. And the second one should be a house too. This one was easy. Literally just 6 or 7 items. A breeze. She said to leave it by the truck here. So that's what I'm gonna do. My picture was blurry and I clicked on send instead of retaking it, because I don't pay attention to what the fuck I do. Okay, let's see who tipped like shit. If the second order is a no tip order, I'm gonna be really mad. But honestly, I don't think so. I just think that she probably tipped like, what, $2 or $3. Can you blame her? She didn't have that many items anyway. $225 on Instacart $73 is the total amount, final amount for this order. Yeah, what did I say? $2.72. I mean, I did say between 2 and 3, so I was right. But yeah, I told you, like, she literally had 5 or 6 items. First customer tipped $46. Well, he just tipped 10%. 1 hour and 23 minutes. Please and thank you. Now I am like 17 minutes away from home. I'm gonna be able to take the freeway just right over there. Oh, it was work, that's for sure. But I'm happy about it. To end the night, that was like the perfect order because I saw the Russians. The Russian, I'm sure, got the $80 order this morning. I didn't see it. It's another guy who was like, did you see it? I was like, no. I was on my $41 order, 9 miles. But nothing says that I would have gotten it, you know? So I'm not mad that I took this 41. And it was pretty slow in the morning. Like, none of us were inside the store, you know? Like, sometimes you see the same people going back and forth, back and forth. Today, it was like, nope. So, to make $300 because of that last order, I was lucky enough to be able to be the one to get it. The lucky recipient of that $73 order. Please and thank you. I mean, $73 in literally an hour and a half. Not even an hour and a half. 1 hour and 23 minutes. It took me 38 minutes to shop for those 2 orders. 38. To shop for, what was it? 63 items. 93 units. I just checked. 93 units. Almost 100 units. So, and checkout probably took me 10 minutes. I told you it was a breeze. I'm very happy. Anyway. I think I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I want to work another Monday. I don't know. It's gonna be hot tomorrow as well. I feel like I'm back in my funk. I sleep more. I have more time for myself at night. You know, I'm less stressed. I'm less tired. It's just better, overall better for me. Like, I just prefer doing like that. Maybe I'm missing some hours in the morning, but at least I'm not wasting like literally 2 hours and a half per day in fucking traffic and in the heat. And I'm able to stay longer at night, which I really like. I just like delivering at night. What can I say? Like, I would rather deliver at night than in the morning. In the morning it sucks. Like, there is traffic everywhere. Everybody's trying to get everywhere. Like, fuck that, you know. At night everyone's home, nobody wants to come out. People are more appreciative because they're like, oh, a woman delivering at night, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, I just like it better. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you made a lot of money. Hallelujah, God is good. Really, I'm really grateful for yesterday and today. Really, really, really grateful. I'm back in my funk. Like, do you guys remember when I was making $300 every Saturday and Sunday without even trying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm happy to be back on that. Hopefully it continues. We'll see. Anyway, hopefully you guys had a great week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or not, whatever. Just do whatever you want. And I will